marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
The Dolphins now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes completes it to Hardman. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Mahomes now on the sneak.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now this time, Mahomes will throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Slot man moves right. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal at the 1.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Butker's kick here is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
That's good.
In motion left is Wilson.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields.
Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To try again after the sack.
Fields. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That move's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check some.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd and 9, Fields flushed out right. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw is Fields. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Right back to him on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And some room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Sky Moore,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
On 1st down, Fields. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up.
2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. This will be caught. It's Waddle. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. This one is caught. It's Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 17-3. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who's going to stop him.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's got Gibson on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Fields. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Off play action, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10.
The Chiefs take over the first down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to throw, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
He's got to complete to Waddle.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Fields. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
All eyes on Fields. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
That's complete. It's Daz Newsome. Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Back to throw. Fields.
And that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Fields. He's got long. His tight end complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
One last throw here for Fields.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Chiefs,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Miami, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.
cocaine, birth moves the chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Rapping, breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoil little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's Jay Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back.